What's good, everybody? It's Parlay with Jay. Um, Today, I'm going to break down this parlay I was successful on that I shared with you all last video. And if you stick with me, I'm going to break down two parlays I'm looking at for tonight. This is my setup. As you know, if you're watching the videos on my channel, this is what I like to do. Three legs, odds at least over 350. Um, If you look here, we got Andrew Wiggins over 14.5, Steph Curry over 25.5, and Andrew Wiggins rebounds over 5.5. I wagered 45 for a payout of 202. This essentially pretty much broke me even. Um, the way I look at it is I like to have a certain amount of funds that I'm going to bet on the night or say maybe for a weekend, right? And if one of those parlays hit, it would cover me, it would at least break me even. And then after that, everything else I make would be in the bonus from there, right? So I let the parlays kind of blow up the betting volume to pay me out more. And what I do is I I minimize my risk and try to maximize my potential gains, right? So this, if I have $200 and I split it up to say $50 a piece, right? What that would do is if I hit on one parlay with odds over 300, mathematically, I know that I've broken even. And then that everything after that is a bonus. Okay. And this has been a pretty successful formula for me in regards to at least almost my break even percentage is pretty impressive. Um, However, I'm always looking to get better. And what I'm trying to do now is to at least reel in, if I place four parlays for the night, at least reel in three consistently. Also a challenge, but great things take time, right? So I did share this with the group. I did send this in here. I can kind of show here. Let's see. I have that here. Boom. As you can see, it was open. I sent it to the group. And say, hey, this is what I'm in. You know, if you're looking to join a growing sports betting community, we'd love to have you more odds and more games. You see different things, and you're able to place better bets. I'll show you a bet that I was pretty upset with that I thought should have hit actually. And I was talking to my friend who's in the sports betting community about this bet. I took Bobby Porter's over 9.5 here in the points, right? These other two, I believe, hit. And I was pretty upset about this, but something that he told me is if you notice, Bobby Porter's minutes has gone down every game this playoff. And so that kind of is what caused the problem for me. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a situation where I was kind of upset about this, but I should have looked at his minutes going in, right? But okay, so let's move forward. Let's move on here. I'm gonna show y'all something I'm looking in to get into today. Um, so I like this right here, Philly alternate spread for several reasons here, right? So if you look here at the Philadelphia game, I took the spread 5.5, and the reason why I took this spread is because if you look at the past two matchups, one of the things that you notice is that they can't stop Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid even defensively is causing headaches for them. Like they can't, they don't know what to do with him, right? So with this is the way I look at it. If they won those last two games going to Miami, I do expect Miami to play better, but I don't think Miami beats them by much, right? So one of the things that you notice is in playoff games, as the series continues, what happens is the margin for victory tends to decrease, right? So that's something I took here for Philly, right? So Joel Embiid over 23. This is a steal. I'm not sure why this line is down. Maybe because he had the concussion and the orbital fracture, and he had the thumb. But even with the thumb, we saw what he did there. So I mean, this is not even anywhere near his season average, which is like 30. Right. And I also think that he's gonna have a point to prove after Jokic won the MVP. Okay. So I'm taking Embiid over 23.5 and James Harden over 19.5. Typically when Embiid was playing, um, let's double check this here. Uh, man. Let's see here. Yeah. So one of the things I noticed with in general with James Harden with Joel Embiid, James Harden is easily averaging around 20 points per game, right? We saw last game he had an explosion. I don't think that he has that again. But you know, I do think that having Embiid kind of opens up things from him because he, even though he isn't the same player, one of the things that I noticed when watching the game is he still was getting doubled when Embiid wasn't there. Now, you know, with Danny Green hitting the shots again, with Joel Embiid having the paint presence again, you know, that kind of loosens up James maybe to get that extra half second on a step back to knock down a couple of threes or to even kind of get to the rim on a pick and roll where, you know, maybe um, they're not having a drop coverage on Joel Embiid because he's hitting down his mid-range shots, right? So I like this for it's not quite odds at 300, but it is a three leg here, 295, wager 45 for 177. I probably could have been a little bit more bullish on Joel Embiid over under, to be honest with you. But that's okay. And I'll share another one with y'all here. Same concept here. One of the things I noticed with Jason Kidd, since he's made the adjustment of taking taking Doncic off the ball a little bit more and letting Brunson have the ball in his hands a little bit more. Dallas has been more competitive, you know, it has been at home. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Chris Paul and even Aiden's minutes. Was funny one game. I know they are going back to Phoenix, right? But once again, like I said, one of the things I noticed when these series are close, as the games continue, the margin of victory decreases. So I do think if Phoenix wins is not by more than 6.5 points. And then if you look at here, this has been a lock statistically, really, to be honest with you. Let's go here to, let's see here, Dorian. I've been using this line for a while, and I've been consistent on it. To be honest with you, but if you look at his rebounds, not the odds are very favorable on it, right? If you look at his rebounds, since the playoffs, right? 5, 6, 8, 4, 5, 10, 6. A game when he had one, which was just odd, but his minutes is also sliced in half. 4 and 8. All right, so I'm taking him for 5 right here. And Max Kleber also like the odds on that as well. If you look at Max Kleber, his points so far this series against the Suns, 19, 9, 14, and 11. I like him here for at least 8, right? On the season, per 24 minutes, he's averaging 7. But in the series, his minutes have gone 25, 28, 33, 34. He's been getting increased in minutes. It's probably because of his spacing. If you look at his three-point shooting, it's been 5 of 8. He did have one game over 3, but even in that game where he went over 3 from 3, he dropped 9 points. So that's why I like here for 8 points, 2 or 4 from 3, and then 1 of 3 from 3, right? So that's something that I really like, something that I would take a look at. And this is my second one here. Wager $40, 3 legs, 310. And just to kind of, if you want to get an understanding of my methodology on how I'm able to minimize risk and, you know, maximize potential gains with parlays, with implied odds, with flat betting, check out my my channel. There's some educational videos on sports betting that kind of breaks down some of the actual science and you know, methodology behind how I go about betting sports and why I go about betting it that way. And I have some examples as well. If you have any questions, shoot me a message or please feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think, which parlay you think will be more successful. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And if you want to join the growing sports betting community, click the link in the description. And if you're betting today, good luck. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.